Hello everyone, welcome to Bollywood Bubble. Today we're going to have a very special and a wonderful guest with us. Uh, she's a great actress and people have been loving her work in Sacred Games. She's none other than Elnaaz Norouzi. So she'll be here with us in any minute. Please do let me know if my voice is audible to you guys. Just give me a heads up. Just type anything if you feel like.
Hello.
Hello Elnaaz, how are you? Welcome to Bollywood Bubble Live.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm good. Yes, very good.
Okay.
Enjoying this.
Okay. Yeah. So, Elnaaz, I'm going to start with asking, about the contemporary thing first. The lockdown is going on. So, how have you been, managing your work at your end now that both the personal and the professional life, it has come into the house in a single house?
Yeah.
So, how are you holding up?
It's tough, yeah, I must say. In the beginning, we were all very optimistic and we were thinking, chalo, ghar se kaam karenge. It'll be fine. It'll end soon. But it's become a bit long now, and I'm not scared of saying that it's a little bit too much for me now. I think everybody is feeling that way. But one thing I'm really glad about is that we live in times where we have the internet and we can use social media to still work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
अभी तो नहीं चल रहे हैं, मतलब घर पे ही है. But at least in a way we can, stay in touch. So yeah, doing that for now.
Okay. And have you been learning any new skill or a new art form or a craft, now that we have so much of time on our hands?
Yeah, well, I've been trying to. I just finished an online course with the New York Film Academy.
That's good.
I always there, but I never got the time because I always was working. So I took that time and I was like, yaar, yehi karenge abhi. There's time, so much time. So somehow I have to come out of this lockdown a better actor, So I did the course, then I'm doing a little bit of gardening, which I'm learning from my mother because we have a garden.
Oh.
What else am I doing? I got back to skating because I used to go skating here in Germany, and I'm trying to work out the best way I can, like ride a bicycle, because again, no gyms are open. But yeah, I've been doing master classes. I've been trying to somehow learn new things.
Okay. And apart from acting, what is that one aspect or that one art form of filmmaking that you love the most, apart from film acting? Is it photography or the sound, music, anything else?
I think I love cinematography. Like I'm always very, very fascinated. Whenever I'm on set, I always look at my DOP and I always try to figure out what he's doing, because a DOP does always so much more than just the camera. He always checks light and he's like, okay, now this angle and that. And I'm like, how does he do all of this together? That really, really interests me. I'm not sure if I would want to learn anything about it because I'm sure it's so big and there's so much to learn, so much to know. But yeah, cinematography is something I've really hats off to the DOPs.
Okay. And talking about Sacred Games, it's one of the most loved shows on Netflix India. The first season was it went crazy. People were like, it was all over the internet. Memes were there, a lot of memes coming up on it, lots of internet articles from different media houses, publication houses. But somehow the second season it didn't do that well as compared to the first season. So, in your opinion, where do you think there was the disconnect with the audience?
See, I think the thing is, everybody loved Sacred Games because Ganesh Gaitonde was this very, very simple man who achieved so much. And he was like the god, literally, And in season 2, there was shown a side of him which wasn't the god anymore. But that's what real life is all about, right? We have both sides. And people were just expecting the same thing to happen as in season 1 happened, and they wanted him to go on and kick ass and be the guy he was. But it wasn't. And something else was shown. And maybe that was the thing that people were like, okay, we didn't expect that. We wanted Ganesh Gaitonde to, kill again. So maybe that was the thing. I don't know it. I don't understand. But there were new characters. Maybe they didn't like that. I don't know. Everybody has another view. I like season 2, but some didn't. Some did. So don't know. Let's see what season 3 brings.
Yeah. Okay. So there's definitely a season 3 on the cards.
I don't know. Just talks about writing season 3. So it's gonna take time.
Okay.
But
Okay.
बहुत सारी चीजें हो रही हैं अभी, बहुत सारी चीजें कैंसिल हो रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है.
Okay. And Sacred Games has, it has one of India's top 3, top-notch directors. Be it Anurag Kashyap or Vikramaditya Motwan is the showrunner in second season, or Mr. Neeraj Ghavan. So, what it's like being around such directors who bring a lot of crazy energy to the table? What do they add to your skills as a mentor or as a friend or as a companion?
I'm telling you, this is something I always say. Sacred Games was one of my first projects, and I turned out like I worked with these 3 directors. It's incredible how I don't really believe much in luck, but I do also believe a little bit in luck. And I say that I worked so hard, I struggled for so long, and I waited for the right project, and then I came to a project where I worked with 3 directors, all of them so different from each other, and all of them taught me so much in just one project. Like literally, you have to do at least 3 films to work with 3 directors, or do a lot of films to be able to work with at least 3 good directors. And I got the chance to work on one project with 3 amazing directors. So I'm super lucky. I'm super happy, and they've really, all of them taught me so much.
Okay. And of course, they are different from each other in terms of their skills and their worldview. But what's that one thing that connects all 3 of them, since they are also really close friends? All 3, Neeraj, Anurag, and Vikramaditya Motwane. So what's that one common factor between these 3? The common platform?
What the one common factor is, but I think they all believe in the same thing. I have the feeling they all believe in the same way of filmmaking. Also, I must say, after watching Sacred Games, I was really wondering, I was like, how will one director direct one part and the other director directs another part, and then you put it all together and it becomes one series? How do you know it's good? How is it gonna? And I cannot tell you. I really don't know the answer to it. But Vikram sir and Anurag sir did the first season, and it's just like they were so in sync. Even though Ganesh Konde's part was differently made and Sartaj's part was differently made, and it's just like they've made this amazing series. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I really don't know. I just know that they're all so great that they could do this together. That's all I say.
Okay. And talking about Varun Grover, he's one of the most talented writers that we have in the country as of now. What have your interactions with him been like?
Oh, I love him. I mean, he used to be on set, obviously, every now and then. And that's again what I love about the Sacred Games team. Everybody is always on set, They put the 100% in. And he's a pretty cool guy. He's like, you never expect somebody to be so cool and so easygoing when you see their work, unless you hang out with them and you're like, bro, you're cool, So, yeah, love him. Definitely.
Okay.
Super talented. Oh, so talented.
Yes, he is definitely one of the most talented writers in the country as of now. Yeah. If I talk about your personal preference, what kind of content or genres you personally like, when it comes to storytelling? Is it something with deep political undertones, or a slice of life, or a coming of age drama? What's your personal preference or a personal favorite genre like?
I have no idea. You know what? I watch a lot of different stuff. I must tell you,
Mm-hmm.
like I watch Persian films, I watch Hindi
Mm-hmm.
films, I watch German films,
Mm-hmm.
obviously Hollywood, and I cannot really tell you what my favorite is.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that I am not much of a science fiction person, like
Mm-hmm.
not really. Even though I enjoy Black Mirror, so I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about myself. But I know that I can find a liking in things if you like recommend me something, and I'm like, okay, this is
Mm-hmm.
different. I've never watched something like this, but I could, could be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like underworld Dawn stuff. I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
big fan of it, but look at Sacred Games. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I can
Yeah,
never really
yeah.
tell um what my liking is. I love romantic films.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I'm a very romantic person myself, but yeah, like I used to cry with movies like Kal Ho Na Ho, and
Mm-hmm.
sit there and just cry all the time. Like those kind of movies
Mm-hmm.
I love. But I also love real stuff, like real filmmaking, like Persian films, like Iranian
Mm-hmm.
filmmaking. How they just
Mm-hmm.
no music, no nothing, just real life, real
Yeah.
stories. So yeah, I'm a mix of
Okay. And okay, okay. And like, is Majid your favorite director? If you talk about Iranian films.
Oh, you! I cannot tell you how much I love to meet him when he was in India,
Uh-huh.
but unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Okay. And which is your favorite Majidi film, if you have to name one?
Um, well, I must say I love all of his films, but I want to say something
Mm-hmm.
about the film that he made in India.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What was it again? Oh,
Beyond the Clouds?
Beyond the Clouds. Clouds,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. I'm gonna say clouds, just clouds. No, Beyond the Clouds. Um, it was as an Iranian who knows how
Mm-hmm.
Iranian films are made.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the film because it was so minimalistic.
Yeah.
It was just the way an Iranian film is made, but in
Mm-hmm.
Bollywood with Bollywood
Yeah.
actors, with in Hindi. So
Mm-hmm.
I really love that, and I know that a lot of people didn't understand it because it was so. It was just a story,
Yeah.
and
It was very subtle.
exactly, and that's what
Yeah.
Iranian filmmakers do, and it's amazing. What a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful film! But you saw how people did not really understand it, and it didn't get the recognition it should have. It's
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
in India, people are so used to colors, so used to
Mm-hmm.
music, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, but I love that film, and
Mm-hmm.
I really wish that he makes more films in India because
Mm-hmm.
maybe we need that kind of genre a little bit more also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you said that you have been taking up an online course about acting. So, when it comes to acting, there are two parts to it. One is the technical part of it. Whatever is written in the book, you go by the book, the textbook definitions of acting, different emotions. But there's also another aspect to it wherein you learn in real time, while interacting with people, going out in the world, observing things around you.
Mm.
So part one of that is the online thing that you're working. You're brushing up your skills when it comes to technicalities.
Yeah.
But what about the second aspect of it? Wherein you learn from, wherein you learn in real time um, uh, from
It's
things around yourself.
it is very important. Not only is it important as an actor to observe people, like sometimes I just feel like I can go out, sit in a cafe, and just sit there and watch people. Okay, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the best way to know different characters because you never know when you
Mm-hmm.
will get a character who you have to play, which maybe you
Mm-hmm.
have never really had the feeling of that person in your life. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's always great for an actor to go through the worst times in life, the best times in life, so that you get all the emotions and you can come back to those emotions if you have to. But
Mm-hmm.
how much can a human go through in life and have all
Yeah.
the range of emotions? You cannot. So what you have
Mm-hmm.
to do is just actually observe people. When you're talking
Yeah.
to someone, literally listen to them and understand their point of view. So
Mm-hmm.
many times I ask my friends, can you explain me why you're thinking the way you're thinking? And then they think that I want to judge them or, but it's not. I
Mm-hmm.
just understand why does this person think differently than me? Why
Mm-hmm.
does this person have the like why would this person do this so differently than me?
Mm-hmm.
In this emotional state, I would react like this. Why is this person reacting like that? And it's so cool to learn all of this and to be able to come back to that emotion if you have to. And that's very tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's very, very
Totally.
tough.
Yeah. Okay. And I would want to know, when you came to India and when you moved to India, so was there any sort of cultural shock that you felt? Since you said that Iranian films are made differently, and filmmaking or the films in India or in the Hindi films, they are made differently. So was there any cultural shock or a difference between the two when you moved to India?
Cultural shock. Well, obviously, India is very different. It's. I grew up in Germany, and it's like Germany is so like it's 180 degrees. It's very different.
Yeah.
But I somehow did not have a culture shock. Yes, it was very hard for me to understand the way of work that people have in India because it's very different, and I had to adapt. I had to learn, and in life it's always like that. You always have to adapt. You always have to learn. You always have to do something to change. So I think it was fine. I think I pretty much adapted very well now. अभी सब भूल क्योंकि अभी 3 महीने से जर्मनी में हूँ फिर वापस सारा अडैप्ट करना पड़ेगा.
Okay. So was that one thing about India that you're missing the most during this lockdown?
Oh, I miss the food. I miss the food. I cannot tell you. And my friends keep sending snaps of what they're eating. I'm like, why are you to me? Like I really miss some dal right now. Like the most basic stuff, But I miss the food.
Okay. So have you been upgrading your culinary skills also?
Oh God. You know what? Now I have to say this. I can cook. I can. If I want to, I can. I don't do it. It's something else. But I can cook. It's just that it's not really a thing for me to cook. I don't know. It's not like I don't really enjoy it much. But yes, I had to cook more because there's nobody to help and I have to cook. I'm able to make a lot of different salads. I love that. But I've been learning a little bit about cooking from mommy.
Okay. That's great. And lastly, I would want to know about your opinion on the future of OTT in India. What it's going to be like in the near future. Is the OTT platform going to overtake the theaters? Is it going to bring some sort of digital revolution? So what would be the future like, or is OTT the future in days to come?
See, even before all of this happened, when actually we were the ones starting OTT with Sacred Games, okay? So back then, we already were saying that OTT is going to be the future. Even back then. Now, in a situation like this, just see how many films are supposed to be releasing in theaters, but right now they have chosen to release it on Netflix directly. And just imagine, you have films that are made for the Indian audience, but the entire world can see it directly at the day of release.
Yeah.
Isn't that a bigger audience that you have? Isn't that your achievement that you get? I mean, I don't know how producers see that. I'm not a producer. I cannot talk for producers. But I really love the idea. And it's also a great thing to go to theaters. Like, you get out of your house, you have fun.
Yeah.
But I just see the world changing so much that I don't know how to tackle it. I don't know what things are going to look like in future. I don't know when the theaters are going to open in India. Are producers ready to hold their films for so long and wait till it opens again? You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, but I do definitely believe that OTT is the future, and maybe we are already in the future because I see OTT going places which theaters cannot.
Okay. Okay, cool, cool. But there's always this thrill of going to the theaters. That feeling of first day, first show, watching your favorite film, the first day, first show in the theaters. That's not something you get in the in the OTT platforms.
Of course, and the whole feeling of taking all your friends out, going for a movie, watching it on a big screen, obviously is something else. I'm never saying that it's not. But or it will change, especially for smaller films. It will be better for them to release on OTT. They will make more money out of that. The theaters will not lose money of showing those films. And then maybe it'll come a day where you show only films where, like, you have a lot of action in it and a lot of VFX and all. And those things are the ones you go out to watch in the theater for. Just my idea. I don't know what it's going to be. But that's the thing. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Cool, cool. And lastly, I would want to know, and I would want your fans to answer that. What are your upcoming projects? If you could tell us about your upcoming projects, or have you signed any dotted line?
Well, my upcoming projects, there were supposed to be 2 of my films releasing this year. Unfortunately, we did not get to finish them before the lockdown. So once shoot starts again, maybe we can finish them and even release them this year if the theater is open or on OTT as well. But one of them is a Tamil film, and with Jayam Ravi and Tapsi Pannu. And other one is a Bollywood film, which I cannot talk about yet because we have not even announced it. So yeah, these 2 projects are coming up. I've been talking about them since so long, but this lockdown, this corona just extended the time to never ending. But I really pray and hope that it all ends soon and that we can show you what we made.
Sure. So yeah, on that note, thanks so much, Elnaaz, for coming live on Bollywood Bubble Insta. I wish you all the best, and lots of good luck for your upcoming projects.
Thank you so much. Stay safe, everyone.
Thanks a lot.
Much love. Bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye bye.